attributes or flaws. The attributes and flaws for this year. Attributes and flaws. Okay, the first one is servants. Okay, light attribute is delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. The shadow attribute is using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. All right, so there is individuals that like to be used and abused. Okay, it gives me that disorder or that like what is that mental or personality disorder that just likes to get attention by using the excuse of in negativity, like that pessimism is the energy that I'm getting from it. Slate, light attributes, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. All right, again, it's giving me that energy that some of you like to play victim, that have that victim mentality, you know what I'm saying, and likes to be rescued and shit like that, you know, that damsel in distress type of bullshit, right? So for this year, that type of shit needs to stop, you know what I'm saying? You see how I had a hard time just putting cards back together, right? So it's giving me that stubbornness, like you know that something is wrong with you, but some of you are still having a hard time working on your shadow self. Your shadow self is those dark energies, that devil energy that is still messing with your attributes, with your with the way people see you. Okay, we have rebel, challenges authority to effect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Now the shadow attributes for this is rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. All right, so you know, it's like there is individuals that really like to get people mad, right? They enjoy causing chaos, right? And those are flaws that people need to work on, right? Or those are disorders or mental issues that need to be addressed, right? Some individuals actually need to be in an institution, in an asylum, all right, where they could be served and fully medicated, and they need some type of professional treatment, right? Let's just be honest, right? All right, let's see. What else? Okay. Exactly. Bully highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. The shadow attribute is conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse, right? Some individuals, when they've been abused themselves, they tend to be the abuser as well towards others. All right, it's like a vindictive behavior they take upon others, right? Beggars, light attributes, confronts empowerment as the level of physical survivor, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Shadow attribute, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Okay, yeah, some people don't like to be, it's like they reject help, advice, right? But then here they contradict themselves by listening to opinions versus advice. There's a big difference between those two words, right? Mentor, light attribute, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Shadow, inability to allow students to move onto the role of master, imparting false instruction. So some individuals, they hesitate to see someone's value, and we see that often in the work environment, right? Companies that make employees work so damn hard, and then they're not getting paid what they're worth, right? They're a big contribution to their business, and yet they're not being valued, they're not being recognized, they're not put in a high regard or in a better position, knowing that they have a lot of great qualities as an employee, and they are a positive role model towards other employees, and yet there is companies that do that, right? Networker, enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow, conveys information only for impersonal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. We see this a lot on social media platforms, where a lot of readers are copying each other and not really not really learning. You know, this is not supposed to be some type of how you call it, this is not supposed to be in style, right? Or used as like, oh my god, let me, jump in the wagon and start doing it because everybody's doing it. This is something that you gotta follow your life purpose, and everybody has a different life purpose. Not everybody was meant to be a spiritual leader, okay? Not everybody has psychic abilities, right? Not everybody's a medium. Okay, lover. Light attributes, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of something or something. Shadow attributes, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Some people are very, how you call it? Possessive, right? Jealous, okay? And therefore it becomes toxic. You become involved in a toxic environment, okay? Let's see. Can you give me 4 more, please? 1. Okay, perfect. Exactly 4. Okay, so we have Samaritan, child eternal, slave, mystic, and then we have victim. Again, I mentioned this before. So for the mystic, we have, it reveals an intimate union with the divine, delusional purport with the divine. Victim, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others, playing the victim role, right? And child eternal, it's being immature at full time instead of part time.